The sun has long set over the Aegean, leaving the white marble streets of Ephesus to glow under a vast, starlit sky. You are standing at the threshold of the Roman Empire's most magnificent jewel in the East. This is not just a city of ruins. It is a living, breathing testament to human ambition, power, and order. In its prime, Ephesus was a metropolis of 200,000 souls, a place where the finest Greek philosophy met the iron discipline of Rome. As you prepare to walk these ancient paths tonight, leave the modern world behind. Ahead of us lies a journey through the hidden layers of this great capital. We will walk the bustling harbor where the world's wealth once gathered, stand in the shadows of the elite's hillside palaces, and listen to the whispers of soldiers guarding the Pax Romana. From the sacred flames of the city hall to the silent scrolls of the great library, every stone has a story to tell about hierarchy, law, and survival. The air is cool, scented with the sea and ancient dust. The city is quiet now, waiting for you to uncover its secrets. Take a deep breath. The gates of the marble city are open. Your journey into the heart of ancient Ephesus begins now. The salt, heavy breeze of the Aegean Sea carries the echoes of 1,000 merchant ships as you stand at the grand entrance of the harbor of Ephesus. In the 2nd century AD, this is the most vital gateway of the Roman province of Asia. To understand Ephesus, you must first grasp its rigid social architecture. At the apex stands the Roman proconsul, living in a palace of marble, representing the divine authority of the emperor. Below him, the local elite, the wealthy oiargetai, fund the city's massive monuments to secure their lineage in stone. As you walk down the Arcadion, the harbor street lined with columns, the smell of Egyptian grain, Phoenician purple dye, and local wine fills the air. The hierarchy here is visible in every detail. Free citizens, dressed in fine linen togas, walk with a sense of Roman pride, while the peregrini, or foreigners, struggle to find their place in this bustling metropolis. Beneath them all, the thousands of enslaved people whose labor maintains the city's splendor move like shadows through the warehouses. The harbor is not just a place of trade. It is a display of imperial power. The massive stone quays and the sophisticated drainage system show the Roman mastery over nature. As night falls, the shouting of the dock workers fades, replaced by the rhythmic clanking of the ship's masts against the docks. The moonlight reflects off the marble road, creating a silver path that leads you into the heart of the city. Here, every brick and every law serves a singular purpose, maintaining the order of Rome in the East. Feel the weight of this ancient bureaucracy as you step further into the shadows of the colonnades. The city is a living organism, and you are now part of its nocturnal pulse. As you move away from the docks, the soft sounds of the sea are replaced by the rhythmic, metallic clatter of the Roman garrison on patrol. This is the Pax Romana in its most physical form. Ephesus, though a city of culture, is held together by the cold strength of the urban cohorts. The military hierarchy is the spine of the city. A centurion, distinguished by his transverse crest and the vine staff he carries as a symbol of discipline, leads a file of legionaries through the dark alleys. These men are not just soldiers. They are the engineers, the firemen, and the judges of the street. In the barracks near the administrative district, the air is thick with the scent of leather, wood smoke, and the oil used to maintain their gladius swords and scutum shields. The military presence in Ephesus ensures that the city's vast wealth remains protected from both internal unrest and external threats. The soldiers follow a strict meritocratic ladder. A commoner can rise to a position of great influence through bravery and years of service, a rare path of upward mobility in an otherwise stagnant social order. At night, the garrison's presence is even more felt. Their polished helmets catch the light of the oil lamps, serving as a constant reminder that the emperor's law is absolute. The city's prisons and the guard posts at the gates are the final barriers between civilization and the chaos of the wild Anatolian interior. As the watch changes, the silent, disciplined movements of the soldiers create a sense of profound security. You walk past the military headquarters, knowing that your safety is guaranteed by the most efficient war machine the world has ever known. The silence of the city is not an accident. It is a carefully guarded peace, maintained by the iron shadow of Rome. Your journey leads you to the Upper Agora, the political and religious heart of the city. Here, the governance of Ephesus is conducted within the walls of the Prytaneon, the city hall. Inside, the sacred fire of Hestia burns day and night, symbolizing the eternal life of the city. The hierarchy of governance is a complex blend of Greek tradition and Roman administration. The boule, or city council, consists of the wealthiest and most influential men who debate the laws and taxes that govern the lives of 200,000 residents. Above the marble entrances, the titles of these men are carved in deep red-painted letters. Grammatius, the clerk of the city; Agoranomos, the overseer of the markets; and Gymnasiarchos, the director of education and physical training. This is a city of documents and decrees. The Basilica Stoa, a massive 160-meter-long administrative hall, is where the legal heart of Asia beats. During the day, it is a hive of lawyers, petitioners, and magistrates. At night, it becomes a cathedral of silence. The architecture itself is designed to to make the individual feel small in the face of the state. Massive Corinthian columns support heavy stone pediments, creating a landscape of power. The hierarchy is even present in death. The most prominent governors and benefactors are buried in monumental tombs along the main streets, forever watching over the city they built. As you stand in the center of the silent agora, the whispers of ancient political rivalries seem to echo through the cold stone. The laws of Ephesus are not just rules. They are the foundation of a civilization that believes itself to be the pinnacle of human achievement. Find a seat on the marble steps of the Aegean and listen to the wind whistling through the empty council chambers. The machine of the state is at rest, but its authority is felt in every shadow. Leaving the cold corridors of power, you begin to climb the steep slope of Mount Terrace toward the Terrace Houses. This is where the private hierarchy of the Ephesian elite is revealed. These houses of the wealthy are built in layers, each villa rising above the other, reflecting the social climbing of their owners. To step into one of these homes is to leave the noise of the common city behind and enter a world of absolute luxury. The dominus of the house rules his domain with the same authority a governor rules a province. The internal hierarchy of a wealthy household is a microscopic version of the empire. There are specialized slaves for every task: those who manage the kitchens, those who maintain the hypocaust heating systems, and the highly educated Greek slaves who serve as tutors for the children. The walls are covered in vibrant frescoes, and the floors are paved with intricate mosaics depicting scenes from mythology. These decorations are not just for beauty. They are status symbols designed to impress guests during the elaborate convivium or dinner parties. The air here is warmer, perfumed with expensive oils and the scent of citrus trees from the private courtyards. In the silence of the night, you can hear the soft splash of the fountains that provide cool water to the inner chambers, a luxury far out of reach for the artisans living in the crowded insulae below. The elite of Ephesus live a life of intellectual and sensory indulgence, protected by thick stone walls and a small army of servants. As you look out from a high balcony, you see the flickering lights of the lower city. The hierarchy is physical here. You are literally looking down upon the rest of the world. This is the quiet, domestic face of Roman power, where the wealth of an empire is distilled into the peace of a private garden. final destination of your nocturnal walk is the monumental facade of the Library of Celsus, standing at the junction of the city's busiest streets. In the hierarchy of Ephesus, this is the Temple of the Mind. Built as a tomb for a Roman senator, it houses over 12,000 scrolls, guarded by the 4 statues of Sophia, wisdom, arete, virtue, ennoia, intelligence, and episteme, knowledge. The architecture is a masterpiece of optical illusion, designed to look larger and more imposing than it truly is. Here, the scholars and students gather to study the works of the great philosophers, their status determined by their level of learning and their proximity to the great thinkers of the past. Beyond the library, the road leads to the greatest structure of all, the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Here, the religious hierarchy takes over. The megabizos, or high priest, and the hundreds of temple attendants manage a sanctuary that is also the most powerful bank in Asia. The temple is a place of asylum and wealth, where the sacred and the commercial are inextricably linked. As the moonlight illuminates the massive marble columns of the temple, you realize that Ephesus is a city held together by these intersecting layers of power. The military, the government, the wealthy elite, and the gods. The silence of the library at night is a heavy intellectual peace. The scrolls contain the collective wisdom of centuries, waiting for the sun to rise, so that the next generation of Ephesians can continue the work of empire. You stand between the library and the temple, at the crossroads of human achievement. The journey through the city is complete. The hierarchy is understood. As you close your eyes, the sounds of the ancient world fade into the background, leaving you with the eternal peace of the marble city. Ephesus sleeps, and you sleep with it.